the Shattered Isles, fractured by Aether and the depredations of savage behemoths feeding on its power. Against their endless hunger stand the Slayers, our last hope.
Alright, hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. So I'm going to give you the first few minutes of Dauntless open beta, basically to let you know what you will be expecting, what you're supposed to do when getting into the game. Well, of course, if you're able to get into the game, and we're going to talk about that as well. Now, if you do hear any crazy sound in the background, that will be my neighbors, and I really apologize for that. There's nothing I can do except moving out of this place. But all that set aside, let's get started. Now, when you get into the game, one of the first few things that you will be seeing will be the character customization. And I think that is very common with most MMO games, or basically any game in general. You get to see what your character is supposed to look like. And I really love the idea that they have added multiple features to it. You have the facial hairstyles. You have the bar at the very bottom where you can change the body from male to female and basically do whatever you want to do with it. You have the eyes customization, the hairstyle, the jaw, the chin, the nose, the eyebrows, even the shape of the head. That is one of the really cool things about it. Now, of course, this is not as much as what you will see in some of your Chinese MMOs, because a lot of those MMOs do come with about 500 to 1000 options for customization, but you will not find that in Dauntless. Now, of course, they will be improving on this in the future. Yeah, they gotta work on that walking animation, so that is a little bit clunky, but it's still in beta.
Nice of you to join us. Take your position, Rook. Listen up. I don't train failures. It's not worth my time. And time is not on our side. There are more behemoths turning up on the frontier every day. And like it or not, you lot are all that stands between them and the good people of Ramsgate. The people who pay me to make sure you know your acts from a pole in the ground.
Hold fast back there, people. Just a bit of turbulence.
Today's the day you prove you can all be let off the leash. I'm not going to be waiting for you at the drop zone, in case things go wrong. Today you prove you're not just recruits, you're slayers.
Alright now, what is going on? You see, that's one of the crazy things right there. That guy didn't even make it past the tutorial stage. I knew someone was gonna catch her when I played that mission right there. See, this right here, this is why you don't help people. Now she is safe back on that ship, and you're down here with the behemoths. Alright, so this right here is basically your introduction into the game. The fighting mechanics, the dynamics, the behemoths, the environment. Now, of course, this is just one of the first phases, because as you progress in the game, you will start seeing something different.
It also drained our power. We have to make field repairs and refill the aether traps if we're going to get back to Ramsgate. That's where you come in. We spotted a rogue Nasher on your island, and that rogue should contain more than enough aether to power the ship for our return journey. And listen, if you need advice, don't hesitate to call. We'll keep the radio on for you.
Alright, so as you can see, that is your interface right there. It's basic, it's simple, and it has one of those ways where you can look at it and know what exactly you're supposed to do. And the controls are also a little bit easier as well. It works with the WASD keys that you always use. The right and left mouse buttons are going to be the ones you use to attack, basically deal with a lot of these enemies. And of course you have other keys which work on special abilities such as charging your blades or using different emotes or different portions. So that's one of the things you can see right here, and that is the rogue behemoth right here. And as you guys can see, the fight is basically easy. It works mostly like one of your hack and slash games. It's not that difficult. I don't think there's ever a way where you can lose in this phase. Now, I've never lost in this phase, but you never know. I think they will have a feature to help you or guide you. But this is the tutorial into slaying monsters. So this is basically like playing Monster Hunter, but with a different twist to it. It has a unique animation, which was the first thing that drew me into the game. And of course, that's why I've been a founder.
Now to track it down and finish this hunt.
Now, one of the crazy things that does happen during those missions, now you see I just popped the flares. One of the things that does happen within each fight is that whenever you damage the enemy or damage the behemoth to a certain stage, they evade you, they run away, and you have to track them down again. This is where it becomes useful to go in parties of 4, because that way you're easily able to identify their location, and someone will just pop the flares and everybody basically know where they are. Now you can also gather different items here, and you will have situations where you will land on different highlands without the goal of slaughtering a behemoth, that you just came there just to gather resources alone. So you will have situations like that in the future as well. So here is the second phase of the fight, and as you can see, it's pretty much easier. And if you look on the top left of the screen, you will see something that looks like a sword under the health bar and the stamina. What happens is whenever you deal damage, it begins to charge up and start building up some energy. And when it comes to that particular time, you can push your Q button and you will be able to charge that and use that. So that's one of the beautiful things about it. It also helps you deal additional damage, and as you can see, I'm using the space bar to evade, and it becomes a little bit easy. Now, one of the things that I will also mention to you guys to be aware of, because this is still in beta, you may notice a little bit of junky or clunky animation whenever you are within this fight. Now you can see that charge up, and you can see how the damage increased. So this may seem a little bit clunky and seems like you are missing almost every hit, and that will happen from time to time, but after a couple of battles, a couple of fights, you will know how to approach this differently. Now, as you can see, this behemoth right here is really not dealing any damage. I've been around behemoths where they will hit you once and you are basically done for. So this is why you know this is a tutorial level. And there you go. And different behemoths also have different characteristics and different forms of attacks. Some of them are elemental and some of them are just purely physical and cunning. So you have to look into that as well. And of course, the behemoths don't have a health bar, so you just have to keep on attacking them till they go down. So basically, if you ever played Monster Hunter, you will, or basically any MMO game, you will know what this is. fight is almost over. And there we go. I have to be honest, at this point I thought she was gonna stab the beast again one more time.
Slayer, your instruments are going crazy and I'm seeing a massive ether spike on that island. Just send up a flare so we can home in on your exact position. Nice work.
So this is how most missions will end up. You have a timer that will tell you how much fuel is left on the ship, and that will also tell you how much, or well, that will tell you how many minutes you have till you're able to kill the behemoths. If you don't kill them within that time frame, you will basically lose it and you will be returned back to Dawn's Gate, which is going to be the social hub. And of course, at this point right here, you have completed your introduction into Dauntless. Now it will be introducing you to the social hub, the social area where you will get your quests, get your missions, be introduced to different players, and of course, you know, bind together to form an alliance or some form of clan if you want to. Now remember, the game is still in open beta, so you will see a lot of bugs.
Every minute now. On an approach course to Ramsgate. Smell that fresh Ramsgate air, eh? But don't spend too much time enjoying it. Cat needs every Slayer to get back in the fight as soon as they're able. You've proven you're up to the task. Everyone in Ramsgate is looking for her to coordinate the response to this behemoth surge. And that doesn't leave any of us a lot of downtime. She's already gone ahead to the plaza. So meet her there as soon as you can. Off you go then, and keep that chin up. You'll be a full-fledged Slayer in no time.
Alright, so this is the social hub, and as you guys can see, there are lots of people around. You can talk to them if you want to, and you can see some of them in some of the gears as well.
Gear up. Got a job for you. Stay alive.
Now, one of the things that you guys will also notice is that it is still giving me a little bit of a quest right now. This is going to be some of the final phases of your tutorial.
Ah, a bright light in my humble smithy.
So it's basically showing you how to craft items, weapons. You will also be crafting gears using this method. And as you can see right here, you have the axe, the hammer, the sword, the dual wielding, melee, and of course you have the war pike. And basically, as you can see, each item has what it requires or what is needed to build it. So gearing up, that's complete.
When it comes to weapons, practice makes perfect.
Now, right now, there is no fast travel in any of these places. I wouldn't expect any, but this is where you select or pick your missions. Right now, it's not showing anything because I'm still a little bit within the tutorial phase. But once I'm done with the tutorial phase, it will open different options for me as well. And as you can see right now, this is what your journal will look like, your loadouts, and I am switching from the tutorial blades to the one that I just built. And you can say go back, and you can see my gear as well. It looks beautiful. I will say I really appreciate the artistic direction. So as you can see, the sigil banner, emotes, signal flare. The arrival basically is how you land whenever you start each mission, so you can customize that as well. And of course you have the different things on your flares. You can choose the star, you can choose the Dauntless logo. It's basically whatever you want. And the sigil as well when you plant your flag. And you can see I have the founder's banner plant, which is a little bit unique. I love that purple. So those are some of the really cool looking things out there, and you can change the colors. Now I'm not sure if they're still selling the founders packs, but feel free to go on to Dauntless website and check it out. They might still have it on there. So I can already see different areas around here that will be opened in the future.
Promise. Got some news? Hurry up. This can't wait.
And as you can see, it has unlocked one of the locations on the chart. So now we can see this as the very beginning of our journey, the very beginning of hunting down monsters, hunting down behemoths in Dauntless. And that is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching it. Hope you find it informative. Hope you enjoyed, and also let me know if you want me to, do some tutorial videos, some guide videos, basically any other Dauntless video. Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Like the looks of those